Hey, what's up guys, Charmander13. Going through a sort of step-by-step of all of my drawings I thought I should do, since one guy, can't remember his name right now, but yeah, this is Black Ops 2 Hardened, anyway, but I thought he suggested that he wanted to know how to do the Freddy Krueger, so I thought I'd just go through and show all of them. So, without further ado, here is my Dead Space one. This one took me the longest out of the 4 that I'm going to do today. I think I have 4. One of them is just basically a sketch or whatever. So, first off, what I did is I made ruler guides. Game cases, like I guess Black Ops 2. This is actually a good idea, by the way, to draw. But I could do that anyway. So, this is exactly half the size of this, so basically just dilate it 2 and make the marks. This actually tore out, unfortunately, but what I did was every measurement I made, just multiplied it by 2, transferred it to here. So the space was like 1/4 inch, so I made it a 1/2 inch for the letter, and then each letter I individually measured out, same here, and I just went sort of like that, measured out the distance of each finger and distance in between each finger, so on and so forth. Measured out the plate on his arm or wrist, then also measured out the plate on his forearm, and then measured here. Now you are going to be a little bit off regardless, no matter what. It's like right here I'm at the very bottom of the page, it's still barely fitted on, but nonetheless it still looks alright. Now, so this is what you're going to be tuning into, the guy who requested this. So this is the Freddy Krueger, if you have not seen that already. So first off, what I did not worry about colors. Do not worry about colors at all. I'm usually only black and white pencil. So what I did, I measured the hat. Or not measured, but basically just made a guideline for the hat, because I wanted that basically to be corner to corner. Then I made it come down, just whatever. I think it's like 1/6 of the page. But then I actually measured out the claws, because the claws were in the foreground and I didn't want to worry about anything else, because the claws are basically the entire thing of Freddy Krueger. So I printed off the picture that I wanted, and I made it 8x11 or 8.5x11, the standard sheet. This is 9x12. So basically all I did was I looked at it and just referenced it and just drew as best as I could, and I made markings from the 8.5x11. I made marks where I should end up, so each point here I made a mark where I should end up relative to the 8.5, and then same with all these parts here and each part here, and so on and so forth. Then after that, it was basically just pretty easy. Drew the neck here. Basically I knew that from this end here of this nub where the finger would be, it would be right above, so I just did that. And then the face was easy, just come in a certain amount wherever from the hat. Then I kind of worried about shading and coloring only after I had all of it already drawn out. I did not originally want to do color, but Freddy Krueger is the Christmas sweater, so I thought I had to do red and green. So what I did was I made a certain cutoff point. It kind of turned out bad here because it just cuts to red, but I just made it super dark shading all here, and then all here where I didn't use. Then I also made it really dark, and then it faded to like this green over here for the hat, because it is a very dark green, almost brown. And then I just shaded the dark red, dark green, and made the sweater. And I made the chin, and I made all the burn marks. Just didn't even look at the picture. And then his little grin. And I shaded his face so you can't see it. So that's about it for that one. That one took a long time only due to shading, because there is a lot of lead. And that's about it. Alright, so I ran out of battery, so hopefully I can cut it so it goes right to here, but I'm doing Jason next. This was the shortest out of all of mine that I've done. except for the two sketches that are coming up next. Basically, all I did the mask first, didn't shade or anything, just got the outline. Then I did the neck, just basically right from the jawline. Then just did the shoulders, and the machete was pretty easy. I just went near my 8.5 by 11. I realized it ended up right near the eye, right horizontal from the eye, and then just went down, made it look proportional. Then shaded in the jacket pretty light, made it a black t-shirt, and shaded in the other jacket pretty light, and then just made a really dark background. Then I did decide to do red on the mask and the machete just to make the blood and the mask stand out. And that's about it. And that one was really easy. It took me about 2 days, 3 days. And now on to my 2 sketches. So I just did this last night. Kind of reminds me of a necromorph or a zombie. This one took me like half hour. Started out normal, just drew a normal skull. Then I made this cut or wound, I guess, crack to the skull. And then I went into shading a bit, and then I made the blood line. The eyes were hard because I didn't know exactly what to do. But once I started shading, it all started fitting together. Made the mouse placements, did the teeth, did the gums, did the shading. Made the shading under the lip there, made the chin. I didn't decide to do the neck until I was almost done. Then I did the flesh wound here, and the outlining, more shading. Made this pretty dark. Made the blood stand out, made a torn off ear. That one's not even there, didn't decide to do it. And then I just made the neck, made it pretty dark, and that's about it. This was Tobuscus. This was just a quick sketch. This was 10-15 minutes tops. Really, there's a lot of tutorials online, and I just used one of them. I just started off with like an oval, or a circle actually. Then made the jawline and everything. Started making crazy hair, and then made the sideburns, and made the ear. The ear's a little bit low, but then I just made the eyes, the nose, made it on the perfect angle. Don't forget the angles. Did some shading, made the shirt, and then I put part of the lettering here on the shirt, and that's about it. Not much, nothing special there. That was only 10 minutes, so not really much to explain. So that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any big questions, please ask them, and if you have any suggestions, please do so, because I'm always looking for stuff to draw, and this one was actually pretty fun to draw. So if you want me to do anything, now's the time to ask. I'm just coming out of some hard classes, and hopefully I can do more videos. That's about it. Also, watch my hardened edition of Black Ops 2. I'm putting that up the same time as this one. And I can't wait to get some Zombies gameplay in. Maybe not recorded, but can't wait to play it, guys. That's about it.